Hey, about a week ago, I talked about how the market would never go down ever again because the market had thrown everything they could at it and it didn't go down. So, keeping with that idea, right? Again, when you watch YouTube videos, you always have these irresponsible people calling for market crashes, right? Because that's sensationalization and doom and gloom. It sells. I get it. But they're always wrong, and you're really doing yourself a disservice by listening to these doom and gloomers, right? Listen to me. I am a bear. Pessimism is my middle name, right? I'm always preparing for the worst. It's kept me, you know, more of a day trader than an investor all this time. But there are times where you just have to look and say, hey, this is not a time to be trading. Day trading is when there's volatility in the market and you could play the ebbs and flows. There is no ebb and flow anymore. There's just one move up and it's parabolic. And you think you've seen something, right? So last week, you thought the market had gone too high, too much, right? Last week, you thought the market had gone too much, too much. The week before, you thought the market had gone up too much. The week before, watch the epic forecast video calling for 40% crashes, 50% crashes. You see people that consistently talk about how the market's going to go down because this or that. I'm one of them, right? I believe that the market is, it's not based on anything in reality. Like that's because I don't care how many chips Nvidia sells. It's not about that. It doesn't matter if what do you care if the company's worth 2 billion, sorry, 2 trillion, 3 trillion, or 4 trillion? You don't. You look at the share price and you say, hey, this stock's rocking. I want to own it. So when they change the price from 1200 to 220, people are buying it. There's no there's no reason the market should go down, right? There because it's not based on what you think it is. It's not based on valuation. It's based on momentum. And I, you know, all the analogies I try to make, I think the artwork analogy is one of the best. Okay. No, no, actually, let's use collectibles. This was a $30 toy, right? Everybody loves Jaws. Everybody loves collectible Jaws products, right? It was 30 bucks. And then word got out that they were going to have a limited supply. So everybody wanted it. Next thing you know, it's worth 100. And then you went on the internet and you realized you can't even find these anymore. And then they went to 200, then 500. It's a $30 toy. I could sell it now for $1,000. Now, if let's say the company Reflection, they turn out to be a terrorist sympathizing company, and then nobody wants to own this thing, what's it worth? Zero. Welcome to the stock market. If everybody wants something, there is no true way to value it except for what people are willing to pay. Somebody's willing to pay me well, maybe not all the dust on it, but somebody's willing to pay me $1,000. But you know what? I'm not selling it. So what's it worth? Nothing because it's on my shelf. But with the market, and that's what's hard, if you're looking, right? If you're looking to day trade for short-term profits. But long term, you cannot fight the market over any extended period of time. Qs never go down, UVXY never goes up. We know that, right? So when you truly accept that the market is sort of disconnected from reality, right? The economy may or may not be as good as the market's reflecting, right? Again, Milano cookies. They were $5 for two of them, two bags for five. Now they're two for seven. I don't want to hear about inflation being 3%. That's insane. The same 2 bags of cookies I paid $5 for, I'm paying 7 now. That's ridiculous. People are hurting, especially if you like a lot of cookies or if you wanna do anything or go out to dinner. Nobody can afford to do anything. But the people that are making the real money are the wealth that's being created by the Qs. So the me and the market, right? So there's $7 trillion, $7 trillion sitting still in cash. And every day somebody wakes up and says, "Shit, man, this 5% I'm sitting on, with this cash ain't doing it for me when the market's rallying 3, 5, 20%. It's going to be up another 20% in the next couple of weeks, probably. So people are buying into the market no matter what. The money is always flowing in to the market. The media and they come up with reasons. Now, again, whether you believe the pandemic was real or not, that was one of those moments where they threw something at the market so extraordinary that it went down. And it went down for 2 weeks. It crashed. And then it became the greatest bull market in the history of mankind. Why? Because the government controls the stock market. It's beyond the government. It's the Illuminati. You truly have to believe this, right? I sit here and I watch it every day. But what I do that I have a skill for, VWAP trading and ranges and getting a feel for the market, it's not worth anything in this moment. It inevitably comes back into play. Earnings season's coming. But when you're in a runaway bull market, you're just supposed to sit here, or not even sit here. You're supposed to buy and hold. There's nothing to do. But here, let me put it in perspective, right? So if you just missed the greatest bull market in history, let's say you caught the turn. The turn was 2 years ago when Josh Brown capitulated on CNBC with the Roblox trade. Around June 17th, 2 years ago, the Qs were at, let's call it 260, right? So if you bought the Qs at 260 and you held them to right this second, you're up 87% in 2 years. That's phenomenal. Watch this. These are the options that opened up today. And and the media and the CNBCs, they want to pretend that these are too dangerous for the lay person to understand. All they are is leveraged versions of the QQQ. So it's a daily option that expired today. But when the market goes up every day, put some money to work on the day. So what you're looking at here is the consolidation. So basically, it's the same day every day, right? It's the same day every day until that changes. The same exact day. The market tries to go down and it doesn't. It tries to go down and it doesn't. Tries to go down and it doesn't. Inevitably, all that trying builds up. It's like a rubber band, right? It builds up the inertia and then it breaks out. So if you sat with this QQQ, I'm always talking about, this is the market to me, top 100 stocks in the market, right? If you sat with the Qs for the last 2 years, you're up 86%. If you put, if you just bought the VWAP break today at 40 cents, right? At 40 cents, they just traded at 5.8. So if you put 4 grand to work, and today was that day, and I have this conversation with you every day, pretty much for the last 3 or 4 months, since my short position I had in April. Since I covered that short, we're up another 60 points on the Qs, but that's regardless. So today you said, God damn it, I'm getting sick and tired of sitting out on this bull market. This guy with the dumb YouTube video with the bald head, he's always talking about how the market never goes down. All right, this is it. This is the one. I'm going to put up 2 grand. I'm going to give it a shot. And these were not far fetched. You were just buying options when the stock broke the high of the day. And then the momentum kicks in. Momentum is bull market. Bull market is momentum. Stock break, prior day high, go higher. Until that changes, when you start to see stock break low of that day and prior low, that's a trend reversal. Right now, the trend is your friend. So stop being disillusioned by the idea that you have to find the next big thing. The QQQ is that thing. It has been for 20 years, for 25 years now. You're not going to find the next big thing. It's staring you in the face every day. With these daily options, you're putting 2 grand. Let's say you just throw it out there right now. You put 4 grand to work, and right now the market's finally having a little temporary moment of selling. and you sell right here at $5. Let's go nuts just to make it simple. $4. 40 cents to $4. That's 10 times your money, otherwise known as 1,000% in 4 hours. And this is every single day. I am not implying that I bought $4,000 worth of options and I'm up 40 grand on this trade. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is do it. And this conversation that we've had, and the reason I'm not doing too many videos, there's really nothing to talk about anymore. The market never goes down. When it starts to go down, there'll be something to do. Qs go up every day, UVXY goes down every day. Do you want to make money or do you want to fuck around? You want to make money or pretend that you, it's beyond words at this point. Because you think that, I think the hard part about it is to really truly accept that it is the same day over and over again. And you don't have to speculate, right? You didn't have to come in today and say, "Oh, I hope the market goes up." You just buy them when? When they start to go up. So when they start to go back up, let's say you didn't want to speculate at my favorite thing, the VWAP reversal, the 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal. You were risking maybe a couple of $100 on this trade. Let's say you just wanted to buy the confirmation of the consolidation breakout. There's the yellow line. Buy them there. So 81 cents. So you would have had to put up 800 instead of 400. The percentage gain's not as amazing, but still 500% of your money. And this is 3 hours later. So when you see people do videos about, well, then again, nobody even does videos about specific stock recommendations. There's a bunch of bullshit on YouTube now. Everyone's talking about how they're going to show you how to do something. If you hang with me, I tell you exactly what to do, and I show you what it is. How else am I going to teach you what to do without finding decent ideas? But it's not about that. One of these days, this trade's not going to work. One day. It's been every day since May 2nd, this trade has worked, right? Which is a lot. The hard part is to believe that it really does work every day. But here's the fun part. It doesn't matter when the trade starts to shape. Like this one took 2 hours. Sorry, 3 hours to get really going. And this is just one trade. You could have bought any version of the QQQ. You could have bought the 480 here. So here, you know, you want to see something really insane. Let's say you decided you want to gamble. Because this wasn't even a gamble. These are called at the money calls. You're just trading with the stock. So when you're gambling, you go out and you gamble that it's going to go to a certain price. That's even more gambling. But when you hit, the percentage gains are just insane. So let's say you went 484, right? Watch this. I mean, it's just mind blowing. Let's say today was that day. You woke up, you said, "All right, fuck it. I'm just going to buy some of these at 3 cents. 3 cents. 3 cents." They were two at the low. Eh, let's be fair. Maybe you paid five. And you had 5 grand you wanted to put to work because you just crushed it on the Edmonton Oilers again, and you had Dallas Mavericks. Sitting on 5 grand. All I says the market never. I'm going to buy slightly out of the money calls with 5 grand. That's 1,000 options. Let this one sink in. This is real. That $5,000 about 20 minutes ago was worth $292,000. You didn't miss anything. That opportunity you missed on Friday, oh man, I really wish I would have done this. It doesn't matter. This is every day. And guess what? One day the market goes down, you're going to have parabolic moves. You're going to have capitulation moves like this on the way down. It's going to happen one day, maybe 18 months here from now, 2 years, 3 years from now, when the market actually goes down again. But now, just learn how to prepare for this move, and then daily options are the greatest invention ever. You're able to buy a $485 stock that's going up 6 points a day for pennies on the dollar. Thank you. Thank you for this. I have legitimately been looking at the stock market since the 5th grade. So how old was I? Let's call it 10 years old. I've never seen anything like this before in my entire life, and I lived through 1996. I saw the market go 87 to 92, which was a lot. 92 to 98 was kind of blah blah blah, but then 98 to 2000 was insane. Everybody knows about that. The dot com, the crash was insane. I've never seen anything like this before. We are melting up in the face of everything that's wrong with society. This is Y2K all over again, and it's fantastic. We legitimately had, and this is when I got super bullish. That's why I'm trying to make these videos. I'm trying to be as blunt as I can. I am a bear. When they were shooting rockets back and forth each other, Israel and Iran, I was legitimately afraid. And I thought we were going to come in, have the market not just down. I thought we'd be down 7, 10%. I thought we were going to get annihilated. A true moment where World War III was legitimately happening right there on TV. And nobody gave a shit because the market's programmed. It's already programmed to do something. The market doesn't give a shit until the programmers decide, hey, maybe we should start caring about something. And you'll see the difference. You'll feel it. You'll see volatility products starting to go up and trend higher. You'll see the market breaking a prior day low. We haven't broken prior day low since May 31st. And then what happened on May 31st? That one moment of selling on May 31st begat the greatest new up move. Because each and every time the market goes down, think about what happens. Okay? Think about what happens. People sell and they go short. So when the market doesn't go down anymore, the sellers say, well, shit, what the hell am I going to do with this money? I guess I'll buy back what I just sold out of. And the shorts say, oh man, I better get the hell out before I lose my home, like I almost did through between 2012 and 2015, losing every penny I ever made in my entire life. Still scraping back to those highs. I'm still not back to where I was. That's how much money I lost. I suck. But I learned a very, very important lesson. The market doesn't give a fuck what you think, and it generally only goes up. And the other subtle part is here's the fun, most exciting part I think of it all. Even though the market goes up every day, my friends, I dare you to buy 5 random stocks not associated with the QQQ or the S&P 500 right now. You will lose. You will lose. Just buy the Qs. You don't need the next slice spread. Buy the one that's already sliced. You don't need the next new shiny thing. This one's shining pretty damn bright. It only goes up every day, our entire life. So all those comical videos that I've been doing since '07, talking about how it goes down, and Joe, just Joe, that other schmuck would, yell at me, or Gail, and I'm criminally negligent or irresponsible to say the market never goes down. Am I wrong? And once again, these blips, these are just minor. Look at this chart. This is a 10-year chart on a monthly, right? Inevitably, even this dramatic setup, the Kathy Wood top to the Josh Brown bottom, this will just look like a blip. And this was some major, major selling. Look at here, right? This is pandemic. It's a freaking fart. It doesn't even count anymore. You guys don't even remember down here with the Asian contagion, right? Asia was crashing and China was crashing. Ooh. And over here we had the weird Christmas bloodbath. Everybody thought that was significant. Wasn't. But each of those times when the shorters got encouraged and people sold out, and then within days or weeks or maybe months, they realized, okay, I guess we're going back up now. And then we do this. I am going to continue to stay along the queues. I've cashed out of everything. I own nothing now, right? Nothing except QQQ March 480 calls. And I paid $43. So I paid 38, 40, and 43. Because I think the queues are going to at least 550 in the next 200 something days. So now I'm going to go back to what I used to do, stay along the queues. And every once in a while, when the market decides it wants to take a day off or it's a little weak, maybe I'll short the queues. But there's pretty much no point in doing it. But I think the market's going to run from every day, continue to run all through June, right till July 5th, July 4th weekend. When nothing bad happens over the 4th of July weekend, we'll be up on. So the 4th is Thursday, the 4th is Thursday, the 5th we're open on the Friday, 6th, 7th. We're coming on Monday. The market will be up on that Monday because we always gap up and go on holiday weekend Mondays. We generally go up. And then earnings season's coming around July 11th. The banks start to report. Maybe then maybe then we actually get some volatility because we'll have something that we're hanging on. There's people are going to be anticipating there's going to be a lot more activity and maybe some selling or we get more some selling. But right now, all systems go. Like I've been saying since May 2nd, there is no reason to sell. And when you hear that somebody says, well, it's the valuation. No, it can't keep going up. Yes, it can, and it will. But there is no but the. There is no but the. The market is artificial. It's all fugazi. It's all fake. Exactly. It's bullshit. But right now, the bullshit is going parabolic, and everybody wants part of the bullshit. And when I say everybody, I'm implying that people are pouring money in. They're just in the price. The market's all factored in where it's going. 545 on the Qs, 10% more high from here. Right? You can feel it. So why fight it? Why trade? Why do anything but own the Qs in some kind of form? TQQ, Q options. And if you're going to day trade daily QQQ calls. All right. I hope you guys are killing this market. I'm embarrassed, really. I buy a 485 call on the Qs, and I buy them at 2. They go to 180. I think I'm wrong. Next thing you know, they're 150. I'm like, ooh, is this not going to work? And then they go back to 250. I'm up $500. I sell a couple of contracts. Next thing you know, they're 3. I'm like, all right, I can sell some here at 3. Now they're 8, and tomorrow they'll be 12, and then 2 days from now they'll be 25. That's what's tough because I trade to make money, but you just got to sit and wait and then sit and wait some more. There is zero reason to sell anything except if you realistically need the money. So good luck. I hope everything keeps going up. I think it's going to. I'll be ready to sell, or what I'm planning to do is like go back to 1999. I got my Qs, and then I'll short the Qs intraday on moments of weakness if there are any. But I'm going to stay long in another account and just watch the money accumulate because I don't see why we don't tackle on like 10% from here. Sorry, now it's only 8.5% from here because I said 10% about 2 weeks ago when we broke 450. We're almost up 7.5% already. So stock splits do make stocks more valuable, even though you'll read about how they don't. They do. They definitely do. Because if you can't afford a $1,200 stock like Nvidia, hey, if I told you Monday the stock's going to be 120, would you buy it? Of course I'd buy it. Exactly. Now it's more valuable. And Nvidia is going to go to 150, 180, 250, and it'll be worth $6 trillion. What's that matter to you? Nothing. If it's worth 3 trillion or 6 trillion, doesn't matter. It's all fake. It's all bullshit. All right. Whether you think A is real, bubble, doesn't matter. The market doesn't give a shit what you think. Accept it, and you'll start making money. Good luck, my friends.